There is a sound that echoed through the deep Pacific for over a decade, a sound so loud, so vast, it defied every known law of physics and biology, suggesting an entity or phenomenon far grander than anything we understand. Imagine diving into absolute darkness, miles beneath the sun's reach, where pressures could crush steel like tissue paper, and temperatures hover just above freezing. Yet, in this alien realm, life doesn't just exist, it thrives in forms that challenge our most fundamental understandings of biology, physics, and even the very origins of our world. We speak of anomalies, not merely oddities, but profound mysteries that whisper of forgotten ages, of creation's deepest secrets, and perhaps of divine blueprints hidden beneath the waves. Take the phenomenon known simply as the bloop. In 1997, the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, using hydrophones anchored thousands of miles apart in the Pacific, detected an ultra-low-frequency sound that peaked louder than any animal noise ever recorded, louder than a blue whale. It was an unmistakable, distinct sound, sweeping across vast distances for over a minute, and its source remained utterly unknown. Was it a gigantic deep-sea creature, unfathomably larger than any whale, or something geological, a new form of volcanic activity? Experts ruled out man-made origins, and seismic events didn't match the signature. For years, the bloop remained an enigma, a terrifying testament to something immense lurking in the abyss, something that our instruments detected but our minds could not comprehend. It was finally attributed to ice quakes in 2012, but the sheer scale of the original recording still leaves many wondering if that explanation fully captures the terrifying majesty of what was heard. And what about structures? Far beneath the Baltic Sea, sonar scans in 2011 revealed what appeared to be an enormous circular object, some 60 meters in diameter, resembling a massive flattened cylinder with ramps, staircases, and a dark opening leading within. The discovery, quickly dubbed the Baltic Sea Anomaly, sparked global speculation. Was it a natural rock formation, twisted by forgotten geological forces, or was it something else entirely? Ocean X Team, the Swedish divers who first located it, reported that their equipment failed when they approached within 200 meters. Satellite phones stopped working, cameras malfunctioned. They described the area as a dead zone, where signals simply ceased. Subsequent dives revealed strangely geometric shapes, formations that seemed to defy the random chaos of nature. Basalt samples were found to be strangely smooth, unnaturally so, and the object left a 300-meter-long drag mark on the seabed, as if it had moved into position. What titanic force could sculpt such a thing, or maneuver it across the ocean floor? The official scientific explanation remains inconclusive, often resorting to natural formation of unknown origin. But to look upon the scans is to question the very definition of natural. These are not isolated incidents. Deep in the Mariana Trench, the deepest known part of Earth's oceans, scientists have discovered single-celled organisms called xenophyophores, giant amoebas up to 10 centimeters across. These creatures thrive at crushing depths, far beyond where such fragile life should survive, existing in environments toxic to most other life forms. They don't just endure, they flourish. Their sheer size and resilience in such an extreme environment challenge our traditional understanding of cellular life and evolution. It's as if the very blueprint of life was stretched and remade for a world that shouldn't permit it. What hidden wisdom, what ancient adaptations allow them to defy every expectation? Consider the brine pools, sometimes called underwater lakes or rivers. These aren't just patches of salt water. They are distinct bodies of water at the bottom of the ocean, often miles wide, with their own shorelines, ripples, and currents. The water within them is so hypersaline that it's much denser than the surrounding seawater, causing it to pool and remain separate. Creatures that fall into these lakes often don't survive due to the extreme toxicity and lack of oxygen. But around their edges, unique ecosystems flourish, sustained by chemosynthesis rather than photosynthesis, feeding on hydrogen sulfide and methane. It's an entire world within a world, a paradox of life thriving on death, a stark reminder that our conventional understanding of ecosystems barely scratches the surface of what the Creator has woven into existence. How can such distinct, stable boundaries persist underwater, maintaining their separate identities against the immense pressure and currents of the deep ocean? It feels like observing a divine experiment in isolation, a pristine laboratory protected by unimaginable conditions. And then there are the moving rocks of the deep. In specific abyssal plains, particularly off the coast of Japan, researchers have found vast stretches of seabed covered with boulders, many weighing several tons, that appear to have been moved significant distances. There are no known currents strong enough at these depths to displace such masses, and no evidence of seismic activity that would explain their movement patterns. It's as if something immense, unseen, is slowly rearranging the very floor of the ocean. What unseen hand or unknown force is at play here? Is it a geological phenomenon yet to be understood, or something more profound, perhaps a subtle shifting of the very Earth's crust in ways we can't yet measure, hinting at deeper planetary forces at work? Perhaps the most unsettling category of deep ocean anomalies involves unexplained lights and objects. Fishermen and naval personnel have reported unidentified submerged objects, or USOs, that move with incredible speed and agility at depths where human technology simply cannot operate. These objects are often described as emitting strange lights, changing direction abruptly, and disappearing without a trace. Some accounts describe colossal objects, hundreds of meters long, far exceeding the size of any known submarine, moving silently through the abyssal plains. What are these fleeting visions? Could they be optical illusions created by pressure and bioluminescence, or are they manifestations of something far beyond our current scientific and technological capabilities? Could there be an intelligence, a presence, native to these crushing depths that observes our world from afar, from a realm inaccessible to us? The sheer scale of life in the deep ocean, often in forms we struggle to categorize, is itself an anomaly. Creatures with glowing organs, transparent bodies, and lifespans that stretch for centuries, like the Greenland shark, which can live for 500 years in the freezing, dark waters of the Arctic and North Atlantic. Its longevity defies typical biological aging processes, suggesting a different rhythm of life, a slowed-down, eternal existence almost outside of time. What lessons about mortality and existence might these ancient denizens hold, if only we could decipher their silent testimony? Even the very geology of the deep ocean holds secrets. Anomalous magnetic readings, inexplicable heat flows from the seabed in areas far removed from known volcanic activity, and strange mineral formations that don't fit our models of oceanic crust formation. It's as if parts of the ocean floor are comprised of material that shouldn't be there, or that formed under conditions no longer prevalent on Earth. Could these be remnants of a different geological epoch, a time when the Earth's inner workings operated under different rules, or perhaps a time before the Great Deluge reshaped our world? Ancient texts speak of a world before the flood, a world with different atmospheric and geological conditions, and these anomalies might be subtle echoes of that forgotten era. The deep ocean, in its unfathomable darkness and immense pressure, acts as a pristine archive, preserving secrets that the surface world has long forgotten or never known. What if some of these anomalies aren't just scientific curiosities, but tangible echoes of a past we can barely imagine? What if the answers lie not just in future scientific discoveries, but in ancient texts, forgotten wisdom, and sacred stories that speak of a world once connected, perhaps even designed differently? We stand at the threshold of a vast, unexplored realm, gazing into a darkness that reflects our own profound ignorance. The deep ocean is not merely a collection of strange creatures and bizarre phenomena. It is a testament to the inexhaustible creativity of the divine, a hidden library of wonders that challenge our every assumption. It reminds us that our science, for all its brilliance, is but a flickering candle in a cosmos infinitely more complex and mysterious than we can ever fully grasp. Perhaps, in acknowledging what we do not know, we begin to truly understand the boundless glory of what is. The questions posed by these bizarre deep ocean anomalies are not just scientific, they are existential. urging us to look beyond the observable, to ponder the immeasurable, and to consider the profound implications for our place in this magnificently crafted universe.